And down he goes at the 30.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a tight end. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pulls and fires complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Morrison. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Knocked down for the tackle.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. There he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man. Got room at the 35. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Back to throw, it's Morrison. Now adjusting. Unleashes one. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Gets it past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running it to the right. Plows through the defense. Turning it on. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give on the option. Creates a little room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Clemson. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air, it's Morrison. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Clemson. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking in this one.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to run for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And that is great third down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle. You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the first down.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Motion from the wideout. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. UCF pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Knights did. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Morrison. Fires to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. It's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. The game originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos, a silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on third and short. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They marched 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Using his legs, it's Cherry. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Morrison. Snagged out of the air. What a cut, now he's loose. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive.
South Carolina, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the single running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Rolling right and going deep. And he's got it at the 30.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, And it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. On the run, it's Cherry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hines is back in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. QB draw. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Morrison. Oh, he makes the catch. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Fights off and runs through another one. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Taken down at the 49. Brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Clark. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Morrison. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man on the right. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. He's
turning it on. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
They just keep firing. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely center cut. Time to settle for the field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. UAB just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Birmingham. They'll enjoy this one all week. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, they're after him. On target over the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Skips away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Here we go.
On the gun. Give on the inside.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Demania. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprint.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Brings up
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
A little screen to the running back. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Oh, they blocked the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. pass. It's Morrison. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fakes to catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They punt it away on 4th down. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The offense changing the play. Trying to seal the edge on the right. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times where you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the throw.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Morrison. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
The play action fake. Swings it out to his running back. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. 1st guy couldn't get him. 2nd guy finally did.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Looking to throw, it's Morrison. Quarterback now breaking the field. Gets rid of it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Yeah, and you could tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They go to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line.
South Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
To the air, it's Morrison. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
And the Gamecocks will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception.